garrisoning the mind against the terror of uncertainty. It lends a feeling of strength, a patina of psychological power, a glamour of toughness. Hence politicians seem never to tire of declaring metaphorical wars, or, for example, announcing the goal of achieving total domination through the use of force by very tough, strong, powerful people. Ruthlessness possesses a self-enforcing psychology. Once one has set one's heart on ruthlessness, it can be hard to escape. And the pragmatic arguments for ruthlessness are potent. Within politics, a realm of passionate, often unprincipled struggle, how can one be effective in urgently pursuing a just cause, especially when faced with the ruthlessness of others, without hardening one's heart, stopping one's ears, getting one's hands dirty? Many political evils, of course, stem from garden-variety villainy, ambition, venality, the appetite for domination or longing for submission. But righteous ruthlessness is particularly troubling insofar as it can transform apparent virtues into terrible vices. As a disillusioned communist in Vasily Grossman's Life and Fate reflects, the terrible paradox of communism was that it freed people from morality in the name of morality. For the sake of a fine and noble cause, it justified killing, crippling, uprooting, and terrorizing and licensed Pharisees, hypocrites, and writers of denunciation. This showed how the very concept of good can become a scourge, a greater evil than evil itself. The combination of idealism and cynicism in the pursuit of noble goals through brutal means is particularly potent in its appeal, and horrific in its consequences. Liberalism and the politics of limits. The tendency to pass from humanitarian idealism to ruthlessness can occur among adherents of diverse political visions and programs. No ideology or party is immune. Governments and movements have called for the brutal infliction of death, imprisonment, and material misery in the name of freedom or justice, capitalism or socialism, growth or greatness, and numerous other inspiring slogans. Yet there is a strong affinity between this tendency and anti-liberal politics, politics that forcefully rejects liberal principles and seeks to demolish liberal institutions. And while individuals from across the political spectrum have diagnosed and proposed prophylactics against political ruthlessness, there is a strong affinity between liberalism and a propensity to feel horror at political ruthlessness and to regard combating it as a vital political task. Those who have been repulsed by political ruthlessness have often been driven toward liberalism, whatever their ideological starting point. Indeed, liberalism itself emerged out of reaction against the ruthlessness of the French Revolutionary Terror and fear of answering reactionary ruthlessness. Not all forms of liberalism are equally concerned with ruthlessness or able to resist impulses toward ruthlessness on behalf of liberal objectives. While recent liberal theory may not license ruthlessness, it also has little to say about it, having focused largely on questions of justification and institutional principles. Yet not long ago, the practical challenge of ruthlessness inspired a distinctive strand of liberal thinking. I reconstruct, retrieve, and develop that liberalism here. Liberalism covers broad, well-trodden, and contested terrain. Any definition is liable to be controversial. It variously denotes support for a mildly redistributionist welfare state combined with significant personal liberty and commitment to the free market, or a political theory defined by the framework of the social contract, or methodological individualism, or affirmation of the priority of the right over the good. I do not use liberalism in any of these ways here. Likewise, by anti-liberalism, I do not mean libertarian, communitarian.